All right, what up, everybody? AWB, we back at it. Hashtag stop muting body cam footage. Uh, and pray for Karen. Well, mhm. I'll wait for a couple people to get in here before I go ahead and start. I Let me see what time it is over there right now. Oh, it's probably yeah, shit, yeah. This stream probably gonna be a little light, you know. For me, it's like 5 in the afternoon. For everybody else, I know it's probably somewhere in the AM. But yeah, so we just y'all just have to catch the playback. You know, I'm gonna give it a couple minutes, then I'll go ahead and get started. Yeah. Go ahead check out some of these videos, see what's up, and you know, we go ahead and talk about this tyranny that we deal with. You know, all the time after after we have people who swear an oath to uphold and protect and serve us as we the people, citizens. They do the exact opposite, and all they do is uh, extort us and try to ruin our life. That's all I see. You know, for for every good interaction that I see with law enforcement, there's 10 bad. There's 10 bad ones to go along with that one. So one good one, 10 bad ones. I would like to think it's the opposite way, where okay, it's you know they say it's one bad apple, that's in it, and it makes all the cops look bad. But what happens when it's not just one bad apple? It's like uh 5 or 6 bad apples, and the good apple's not doing nothing about it. Yeah. So all right, we'll go ahead and get started. Mhm. And we're gonna start off with the civil rights lawyer who's always has a great video to check out. Jim, what's up? What's up? I know it's early in the morning for you right now. I honestly didn't think too many people would be on this stream, so just on here getting ready to go over this. So let's start off with this one. So we got the civil rights lawyer right here, and this video is cop kicks dying man out of an ambulance. That's the type of situation we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with people who are so cold that they will kick a dying person out of an ambulance. Let's see how this turns out, or how this came about. And oh yeah, somebody asked me, did do I get permission, or did I get permission to use the civil rights lawyers video um, to create content with, or whatever their point was, of the point that they were trying to make. But that's how I knew that the person who said that, doesn't listen to the civil rights lawyer when he is speaking, because in several of his videos he says, "Hey, let's get this story out there." He doesn't say, "Oh, you can." He specifically says you can. He specifically said, "Hey, let's get this story out there." So that means share the story. So I don't understand why somebody would think that you would need permission to use it. Like anybody who is an advocate of civil rights and free speech, and you know, and wants these stories to get out, they're not gonna they're not gonna care about you using their story or video or whatever. I don't care if somebody uses my video to make a video. That doesn't bother me at all. The only thing it can do is help me. That's why I don't understand some people when they, oh, they want, oh, you can't be using some such and such videos, or you still in video. Like, I can tell that you don't know how things work, and you don't think at the larger picture or the bigger picture. Anybody who can see the bigger picture knows that if somebody is using your video to make a video, or whatever they do, even if it's a troll, like I could try to copyright trolls, but it's no reason to even try to copyright them, because I don't care if they watch my video or not. All that's going to do is send people to my channel, and they're going to see more of my content, and then they're going to realize, well, that troll didn't really make sense, and they didn't really know what they were talking about. Then you get to this channel, oh, and I do, then they'll I think I'll win them over just by showing them, like, hey, there's no, it's clear situations that show uh what's right and what's wrong. I don't care if you have bias or whatever, what's right or wrong. But anyway, let's get started in this video. Again, this is the civil rights lawyers video. Cop kicks dying man out of ambulance. Let's get started.
Sir, it's a wrap. Looks like they want you out.
I couldn't breathe.
They want you out, sir.
So I'm here today to share that I have just learned about an incident that has me deeply concerned. Exactly 2 days ago, I became aware of an incident that occurred on November 30th, in which an individual in the care of EMTs was on the way to the hospital. And for some reason, this individual was made to exit the ambulance on a city street.
Okay. You told us you had pain from drinking water, and then you came in and you jumped at me and my friend and demanded oxygen, and you would not let go of me.
You'll figure out too if you can't breathe.
I hear you. I probably try to control myself a little bit better. All right, sir. Come on. Come on.
Yeah. So a man tells you he needed some oxygen, and you tell him you say that you would be able to control yourself a little bit. You'll be able to control yourself better, or that you'll be able to control yourself at all. Obviously, you never almost drowned. I've almost drowned before, and believe me, you don't have as much control over yourself as you think you do.
No games. Get out.
I was flabbergasted to learn that this incident occurred on November 30th. The person involved passed away from the health issue just before Christmas, and I was not pleased.
That is the mayor of Rochester talking about a man who was suffering from a medical emergency, who was kicked out of an ambulance in Rochester and collapsed on the sidewalk right in front of paramedics and his police officers before ultimately dying. This, according to the mayor, left him flabbergasted. Is there a constitutional right to not be kicked out of an ambulance under these circumstances? Let's look at the footage and then we'll discuss.
That footage will show an ambulance stopping on a city street. It shows Rochester police officers being called by EMTs to this ambulance, but it shows a person having trouble breathing and being asked to leave the ambulance and wait on the street.
I don't know what's wrong with him, but he will not get out of our truck.
Okay.
And he's got to go.
What type of human being are you what type of human being is this? But this makes sense with her being who she is and this man being who he is. It makes perfect sense. Not seeing this person as a human being, not having any compassion, any empathy about somebody who is having health issues. You're a paramedic. you know, you're not gonna at least try to help this person. I need them out of my truck. Like that's the type, these are the type of people who we have, who we would call in case of emergency to help our family members. Or our
Sir, it's a wrap. Looks like they want you out.
I couldn't breathe.
They want you out, sir. No fight at
We
this
tried
time.
to help,
We're just trying
honey,
to get him
but
out.
the way that you got in here and the way that you just looked at us, that was no.
All right, sir. Come on.
way of
Come on.
somebody asking for help.
No games. Get out.
All right, I'm getting out.
Thank you.
Not touch. No.
Okay.
Honey,
Okay.
you told us you had pain from drinking water, and then you came in and you jumped at me and my friend and demanded oxygen. You would not let go of me.
247.
Yeah, because he's desperate. He needs help. He saw an ambulance and think, oh, here's some help where I can possibly survive this or whatever I'm going through. I can get some help. There's an ambulance. He runs up to the ambulance. Hey, can you please help me? He's desperate. He's grabbing onto her like, please, can you help me? Please, please. She's like, get away from me. Get out my truck. No, we're not helping you. Like, treated this man terrible. It's terrible, man.
Same traffic. 47, same traffic.
He grabbed my partner's leg, bent it back,
I was freaking out.
All right.
You freak out too if you can't breathe.
I hear you. I probably try to control myself a little bit better. I'm not going to grab on anybody. You know what I mean?
No, I'm trying to grab for the door. I'm trying to get out of here.
Okay. Okay. Now's your chance. All right. All right.
Oh, thank you.
Is that all you guys want, though? Then just no.
And you can, who is that? Yeah, Brady. I can hear him struggling to breathe. I just can't believe that they wouldn't even attempt to help him. And Jim says they just sit around and watch him collapse on the bench. So they'll rush him out of the truck. No, we're not gonna help you, but we're just gonna watch you die. What type of sickos? What kind of sickos are these people that are getting in these positions of service but don't want to serve the people? Why are you getting into a position for service if you don't want to serve people, if you don't even like people, if you don't have the compassion in your heart to help people? Why even get in this field? Just for money, just to get a paycheck? Disgusting, man. This is
Just grab that yellow handle right there, and that should help you out.
277, all set for cars.
Can you take me to the hospital, man?
No.
We tried to take.
Can you take me to the hospital? He say no. What? Why? What? He asked to go to the hospital and you tell him no. What is your job? How are you serving the community right now? This is a member of the community needing help. He need life. He's having life-threatening health issues right now. And this is how they treating him. She's wicked and disgusting. This one is just as wicked. He just not saying nothing. And this cop is just doing what they do. Just evil people. I think these are evil people. No conscience, no compassion for people, no empathy, just soulless people in a position to serve people, but don't want to do that.
Thank you, but honey, that was unacceptable. There was no reason for that.
If somebody, she's saying there's no reason for that. The man is dying. Oh my, she is so, oh my goodness.
There was no issue.
There's a yellow handle right next to you. All right, or not.
Look at this, man. Struggling. Everybody just standing around. Look at this. We just gonna watch you. No help.
That's it. That's
No
all you drop.
help. No help for the kids.
Okay.
Your water?
Sidewalk's right over there.
Because he's freaking out. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he's got to go. I don't know what he's going to do, but we're not taking him.
myself a little bit better. I'm not going to grab on anybody. You know what I mean?
No, I'm trying to grab for the door. I'm trying to get out of here. Trying to
All right. 277. We should be separate cars.
This, I want everybody to know that this could be your family member. This is Rochester Police Department. This could be your family member who they're treating like this. You know, some people look the other way because it's, you know, it's just a black man and whatever, but this could easily be your dad, your brother, your uncle, your cousin, your friend, somebody.
277, all set for cars.
Did you take me to the hospital when?
We tried to take you, but honey, that was unacceptable.
We tried to take you, but honey, that was unacceptable. What do you mean tried to take him? Why didn't you just take him? Drive him to the hospital.
There was no There was no issue.
There's a yellow handle right next to you. All right, we're not.
Look how hard it is for him to move around. It took all the strength for him to just get in that truck and get out that truck while he's struggling to breathe.
So they made him get out of the ambulance, and he walks over to this bench, and he tries to sit down on the bench, and he's clearly struggling. And very quickly after trying to sit on the bench, he ends up just falling off the bench and just going flat on the ground. Meanwhile, all these police officers are standing around. All of these medical personnel are standing around. And eventually, what's like a minute or two, they, observe that he's on the ground, and they start to go over to him and finally begin to give him some medical assistance.
So they wait till he died to try to help him. Look at this. They just standing around. These people are demons. I don't know any person who has a heart and soul who would just let something like this happen. You don't even have to be a medical professional. You can be walking by as a regular person and see somebody struggling, like, hey man, what can I help you out? What can we do to, it look like you're having a hard time right here. What can we do to help you out? Just a regular human being. I see people passed out drunk, and I check on them, to make sure they're okay. Like I sit there and watch to make sure they're breathing, all type of stuff. But you got law enforcement and you got paramedics out there, and nobody is helping them. And their job is to serve the community. That's their job. Paramedics are supposed to give life-saving medical attention. And look at him taking this time to put on his gloves. Okay, yeah, you need to have on gloves, but you should have been having your gloves from dealing with him from the start. But they don't care. They just look at him. What kind of people are these? These are not human beings.
Is that blood or is it? Yes, blood. Oh, I don't know what the hell happened.
You don't know what the hell happened. Get the fuck, man.
ground. Okay. Bye. Boss. Oh. All right. I grabbed your phone. What happened? Just lay down. You started to lay down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
Grab my monitor.
Is your car locked?
It's unlocked.
How stupid
Monitor,
ass.
drug box.
Here's what we know at this point. We know that police were called to the ambulance to address.
Y'all. This, I don't want to I don't want to say I want to keep this I don't want to say nothing too reckless, but this dumb female dog runs over, oh my god, after you told him to get it, after it wasn't a problem, you tell him get out your truck because you ain't having it, you ain't taking him in, blah 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 blah, and now you see that he didn't die right there, and now it's oh my gosh, man, get your, you need some nightmares from that. I hope that lives with you.
Grab my monitor.
Is your car
You
locked?
shouldn't be able to sleep good
It's
after.
unlocked. Monitor, drug box.
Here's what we know at this point. We know that police were called to the ambulance to address some type of situation.
What's up, Joko?
We also know that the police were there to hold this medical scene. And I can tell you that even though this was not a police incident, because we are not getting information from AMR as of yet, although we have issued a letter and we have subpoenaed records, we are asking our professional standards service from the police department to also help with this investigation, because even though this was a medical scene, there are always lessons to be learned, particularly as it relates to what type of ambulance services or medical services our community are experiencing. I have asked AMR to conduct its own in-depth investigation into what happened that night. I want to understand why they chose to call the police. I want to understand why personnel required someone in distress to be removed from an ambulance instead of being taken directly to the hospital. We must get to the bottom of this. We must understand how and why this occurred, and we must identify processes and safeguards to ensure that this does not ever happen again. And most important, we must make sure that those who are caring for city residents provide them with the same level of care and compassion that they will provide their own loved ones.
Exactly.
The care and compassion that they would provide their own mothers. That is the entire problem with policing in America and government for the most part. So the problem here is going to be getting a case, a lawsuit to a jury. And I'll explain why that is. But if you could, this would be so powerful. I mean, you just look at this surveillance footage of this scene where you have this poor guy
Disgusting.
just laying there on the ground. You have the medical personnel in an ambulance right there. You have, I don't know how many police officers. They're right there and they're just standing around. They clearly see him, but they don't care. They just stand around and do nothing. If you could get that in front of a jury, all you would have to do is play this footage and it would just be so powerful. You wouldn't even need to say anything. You wouldn't need to have any audio to it. You just play it and you let everyone watch it in silence, just like this.
Look at this. Look at this. If that was their brother, their dad, their uncle, would they just stand around? This is what we're paying for. That's what this is where his taxes went to. This is where his family taxes went to. Look at them. Just letting them fade away. Just letting them fade away. Nobody even stopped driving by. Look at this. Look how they left him. Pants down. Horrible. Horrible. They wanted that to happen. They wanted him to die. Oh, let's hit him with the flashlight. Stupid as hell, man. Oh, hit him with the flashlight. Oh, hey, you okay, buddy? Buddy, you okay?
So
buddy?
generally, police officers do have a duty under several amendments of the Bill of Rights to provide access to medical care to individuals that are in their custody, and that being the key point. So post-arrest, police officers, if they're aware of some serious medical condition, have a duty under the Fourth Amendment to provide access to medical care, such as if this individual had been arrested first, that clearly would apply here under the Fourth Amendment. Even after arrest into what's called the pretrial detainee phase, there is a right under the 14th Amendment to have access to medical care under a slightly different standard if the police officers or the jail officials are aware of some serious medical need. And even prisoners in prisons under the 8th Amendment have a similar right to access medical care under, again, a slightly different standard. But here the problem is this guy does not appear to have been in the custody of the police officers. He was not under arrest. This is not post arrest. There may be some argument that could be made to try to say that he was in their custody at the time, but it doesn't appear so from this footage and from what I've seen so far. There may be some state law remedy available, but unfortunately, the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that police officers have no general duty to protect you. They have no general duty to even get you an ambulance if they see you laying on the side of the road. And that's unfortunate because they're supposed to be here to protect and serve. But when they don't do that, when we try to sue them, they will bring up that U.S. Supreme Court case that says, oh, but we have no legal duty to protect you. We have no legal duty to serve you. And unfortunately, I think that's what might happen here, unless there's some fantastic legal gymnastics that are taken by a lawyer on behalf of this family. And I hope that's the case. I'll try to follow along to see what happens here. So please subscribe both here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. Remember, freedom is scary. Deal with it.
Oh, man. Yeah. I can't wait to post this video. When I chop up this live stream and post this, I can't wait to post this video. And I also won't be monetizing this video. Can't believe that, man. They just sat there and let him. They just sat there and let him just fade away, right in front of him. Then after he gone, they come to his lifeless corpse and hey, buddy, what happened? Everybody's what happened? What happened? So stupid ass. Thank you. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! She started running. Why are you running away from the truck that has all the medical supplies that you used to save him? Why are you running away from that truck? Oh my gosh! Yeah. Stupid, man. But you were so cold just a second ago, talking about, well, he need to get off my truck, and we, that you don't do that, man. Like talking him crazy. And a man then died, and you trying to act like you care. All theatrics. People don't care about us. Not one bit. If that don't show you that they don't care at all about you, I don't know what else you need to see. And for the people who lick the boots of these people and think they just doing their job and helping us out and doing the right thing and all those, and oh well, we got good cops and blah blah blah. I was just talking about, if you got, I wish it was just one bad apple, but you see, you had at least maybe 6 or 7 people out there. All those people are bad apples in every sense. In every sense, all of them are bad apples. Really, they're rotten apples, rotten to the core. They just all sat there and let that man die when they could have helped him. They could have helped him, but they chose not to. And not only did they choose not to, they talked down on him as they refused to help him. They didn't even politely turn him away. They talked that like no compassion, no, just cold. Lifeless people, man. Lifeless people. All right, y'all. So can't believe that, man. They just exactly right. They lost their humanity. Yeah, if they even had it. Jim says, I blame this on government grifters, Congress, who don't have a problem enforcing their man-made laws and policies upon the citizens, but won't enforce their own laws upon these bad actors. The bad actors that work for them. Man, if that wasn't a display of pure wickedness, and what type of system, we know the system is bad, but you know, it takes a real human being to break programming and policy to just be human and do the right thing. In that case, it wouldn't matter what policy was in place. I would have tried my best to help him, especially being in a position where I could have. I don't care what policy. I'm willing to risk it to help somebody in that state. But they don't care about helping people. They don't, you know, especially and you notice how it wasn't one person of the same color as him out there, and you see none of them had compassion for him. So I wonder if that man who they didn't help, if he looked like their dad or their brother or their uncle or one of their family members or important people in their life, would they have just sat there and let him die like that? Would they have sat there and just let their dad pass away like that, or their uncle, father, brother, whatever? Would they let that happen to them?
What's your name?
I don't think so, but let's go on to the next video. Man. So we got here, we're at Lackluster's channel right here, and we got Entitled Cops Want Answers. Hold on, let me check the chat real quick. Right, Jim. They don't work for us, they work for them. That's why I don't believe in karma. Nothing will happen to them. I think something will happen to them. There's no way that you can that your life is going to be good after an event like that. There's no way, you know. And I don't mean just, okay, you got to live with that. So if you are able to live with that, no problem, then your life was already terrible. If that doesn't affect you for in your life forever, then your life was already terrible before that happened. And you didn't, like, you just walking around with no soul. And walking around with no soul is, you know, it's like you died, but you still walking around as a corpse. So it either a part of them died right there with him, or they were dead a long time ago. A man's way, rules for life. Like your stuff, bro. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. What's up, Brandon? But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this video, y'all.
Ask your questions.
Well, we ask questions.
Obviously.
What's your name?
I don't answer questions.
Well, we ask questions.
Obviously.
What will you provide us? A good day.
You're not helping us out at all.
Well, you're not helping me out. No, I didn't invite you here.
Do they drive a vehicle?
No, they do cartwheels everywhere they go, officer.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. Today's story was submitted by the channel Can Fit, who was relaxing at home when he noticed two uniformed officers of the Phoenix Police Department approach his door. Normally, you should never answer questions or open your door for them. If they are allowed to enter, they will without your consent. In this encounter, Can Fit had his door open with a security gate obstructing public view or access. The officers claimed they were called to the address to conduct a welfare check.
What do you need?
Phoenix Police, can you record us? It's fine.
I hear you.
What's your name?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, do you live here?
Do you live here? What's your name? What's your name, dude?
Yeah. So the definition of insanity is to do something over and over again and expect a different result. So this guy is funny, but they just gonna stand there in awkward silence. The man, he said, "I'm not answering questions." He's gonna just keep asking you, "Well, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name?" Crazy, man. Brandon, yeah, you can request a video. Either you can drop the name and title, or the channel and title of the video in the chat, or you could send me an email. Yeah, the email is arterthanwhileblack@gmail.com. that would have been funny. Yeah, man. In a man's way, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody for supporting the channel and just checking out this content and being a human being and knowing that seeing this stuff and speaking on things being wrong and just not right. You know, I it's unbelievable to me that people will come on my channel and try to say some crazy stuff when they clearly or won't speak on the wrong that's going on in the video. They just want to talk about their opinion of me, which is, you know, that type of stuff. What type of person are you, man? But anyway, what's up, Marcy? I'm planning on running for governor in 2026. For what state? Or in what state, I should say. My bad, y'all. Let's go ahead.
Who else is in the house?
Who else is in there?
Who else is in the house, dude? Who else is in here? Is anybody else in here?
Bradley. Bradley.
Is your name Bradley by chance?
I'm afraid you're mistaken.
You're not Bradley?
Do I match the description?
Okay. Do you know Bradley?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Well, we ask questions.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And obviously,
Why you're being uncooperative?
I'm not obligated to.
Well, we're just doing a check welfare.
For
Anybody else that, not for you.
The officers claim to have been called to this address for a Bradley and a
We know how the welfare checks go, or wellness checks. We know how those go. So I definitely wouldn't. A wellness check could leave you arrested, or worst case scenario, you could die.
Dorothy. CanFit does let the officers know that he is neither Bradley or Dorothy and does well to refrain from answering further questions.
I'm not a Bradley.
Okay. Do you know Bradley?
I do not.
Okay. Are you the owner of this house?
I am not.
Who is?
I'm not answering any further questions.
Why is that? Why is that?
Can I help you any further with your investigation?
Yes. Can you help us figure out why we're here?
Apparently.
Help us figure out why we're here. They spit so much bullshit out that they don't even hear themselves. What type of help us figure out why we're here? I think that's your job.
You're investigating a Bradley, and that's not me.
We're doing a check welfare.
For a Bradley?
No.
Bradley's the one that called us.
Oh, well, I'm not Bradley, and there's no reason for any welfare check here.
There is.
Because Bradley called.
We're not checking on you. What's the name of the person? Dorothy. Do you know Dorothy?
I do not.
Does a Dorothy live here?
No.
But you don't live here.
I do.
You said you do not.
No, I said I do not own the house.
Who owns the house? Does Dorothy?
Look, now they try to trick them in, and this is why you don't ask the questions, because every question that you answer, they're just using to trap you with later. Every answer that you give them, all the information that you give them, they're planning to use it against you to, ultimately take away your freedom or your life. That's it. That's the only reason they asking you questions. They're not asking questions to help. And that's where I think a lot of people get misled, because they believe that these people are asking them questions for some other reason than to use that against them. You're never helping yourself answering their questions. You may think you're helping yourself, but you're not. Everything that you say can and will be used against you. And you see that obviously right here. Do you live here? Yeah. Well, you said you didn't live here earlier. No, I did. I said I didn't own the house earlier, but once you can see the deceptive tactics that they use that most people don't realize, but and it comes from ignorance of knowing your rights and knowing what their job is to do when they get there. It's not to help you. The Supreme Court has ruled it's not their job to. They have no legal obligation to help you in any way, serve you in any way, or protect you in any way.
I don't answer any questions. You guys are perfectly capable of finding that information out without me.
Hold up. My bad. I see Big K in the building. What's up, Karen? Everybody say what's up to Karen. I am happy to see her. Very happy. Okay, let's get started, y'all.
I appreciate your adventure into your investigation, but it's not.
You don't appreciate it because I don't know why you're being uncooperative. There's no reason for you to.
There's no reason for me to be cooperative. Thank you, officers.
We're not leaving yet.
All right. Well,
You can record it if you want.
you're welcome to stay right there.
The officers continue to ask questions that CanFit is not obligated to answer just because somebody called 911. They grow more frustrated, but at this point, it seems fairly obvious that CanFit is the only occupant and is not going to surrender his Fourth Amendment rights to allow armed agents of the state to enter and search his home without cause. If there truly was a 911 call to ask for a welfare check, perhaps the officers' time would be more wisely spent trying to find the correct address and offering their assistance elsewhere. Instead, they press for CanFit's information.
What do you need to help your investigation?
We need your information, and we need to see if we can find the person who lives here, who owns that house.
So if I am a renter and I don't own the house, how do you solve your query?
Are you a renter?
I am.
Do you have paperwork that shows you are?
You don't need to see that. Just do your investigation.
That is part of the investigation.
Well, I'm not obligated to provide that for you.
What will you provide us?
A good day. Enjoy your day.
Well, we're not going anywhere, unfortunately. Okay.
Thank you.
CanFit sighs in relief after closing his door. He then calls his landlord to request they come to the property as they live nearby.
There's a Bradley that called the police asking about a Dorothy. What, are you guys at home?
Yeah.
Will you come here? Officers? The owner of the house here will be here within 10 minutes if you'd like to hang tight.
I mean, we're not going anywhere, so.
But obviously.
Look how much of what a waste of resources.
Thank you.
The officers now inquire about a third name.
You're not helping us out at all.
Well, you're not helping me out. No, I didn't invite you here.
You didn't have to invite us here.
Well,
Responding to a call for service.
For a welfare check?
Not a welfare check.
About who?
As we speak with Lisa.
Yeah, this will all be cleared up real quick. I understand you guys are doing what you're doing, but
Lisa, please.
There's nobody here under that name.
Where's Lisa?
I appreciate your efforts. It's just there's not a person named Lisa here.
I didn't ask if there was somebody here named Lisa. I said, can we speak with her?
With a Lisa?
Yes.
I don't know who Lisa is.
Well, who'd you call?
Who? I didn't call anybody. I've been sitting here watching TV.
You were on the phone saying that you called the homeowner. You said they're going to be here within 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not Lisa. All of that will be answered shortly, officer. Appreciate your time.
Well, we would appreciate your cooperation.
You got it. I'm having the homeowners come to help you with your investigation.
Okay. How long are they going to be until they're here?
Do you remember when I said?
What's that?
You're an investigator, or do you have the qualifications to? Because I gave you information and you did not seem to remember it. Huh?
Do they drive a vehicle?
No, they do cartwheels everywhere they go, officer.
So what kind of vehicle do they drive?
They drive a cartwheel vehicle. It's wheels or hands and feet. They do cartwheels everywhere they go. I don't know. What the f- do I know? How do they get around? That's your investigation is going to be solved shortly, officer. Your questions do not regard to me. I'm not the person of your interest.
Currently, you are.
Is there a description?
We have yours.
Which matches what? What was the description?
This is like Jim was talking about. This is the level of incompetence that we paying for. Come on, man. This just becomes an ego thing. It's never about what it's actually about. It becomes an ego thing. Oh, this person getting smart with me, so I'm gonna give him smart, snarky, sarcastic answers back. Like, come on, man. Nut and then they go to their, to the addiction. We need your ID. We need some ID. We need our fix of ID. Even if the ID would do nothing to help them at all, now they just know who they're dealing with. Like, what does that matter?
See, you can't answer. Your investigation's interesting. I'm happy to help you with limited information. You're welcome to continue.
The homeowners finally arrive and confirm that no one by the names of Bradley, Dorothy, or Lisa lives in the home.
Thank you, officers. Thank you. Have a good day. It's a misunderstanding, yeah?
Yes.
Thank you.
Not on your part. It's on the person that made the call.
I get it, and that's why I mentioned it earlier. You guys are doing your investigation, and you'll get the answers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for actually calling the homeowners.
Yeah, that made it quick, because I don't think you guys would have taken my answers as I'm a suspect.
For some reason, the officers take the homeowner's word that they in fact own the home. Then they leave, seemingly in no rush to find the alleged emergency. Remember that anything you say to a law enforcement officer will be used against you in court. According to the 2019 annual report by the National Registry of Exonerations, wrongful convictions statistics show that the percentage of wrongful convictions is somewhere between 2 and 10%. Aside from not percentage of
Let's look at that. Look at how the U.S. is, man. They beat everybody. And the worst thing. Wow. The number of innocent people behind bars is anywhere from 46,000 to 230,000, almost 250,000 people. Wrongful, innocent people behind bars, innocent people. And this was from 2008.
Of wrongful convictions is somewhere between 2 and 10%. Aside from not breaking the law, the next best way to keep yourself out of prison is to limit your interactions with the police. If you are forced into a situation in which you must speak with them, remember that you do not have to answer their questions without a lawyer present. A big thanks to CanFit for submitting this video. If you'd like to see the portions I removed, be sure to check out his channel using the links down below. As always, thanks for watching.
What do you need?
This is CanFit's channel. Go ahead, give him a like and subscribe. Yeah, y'all go check out his channel. CanFit. I'm gonna go ahead and comment on it. This was ridiculous. All right, so I'm gonna stop my share. And we got a Brandon. Is that Brandon? Yeah, Brandon went ahead and sent me a message. So we're gonna check out this video he sent. Brandon, I didn't even ask you I didn't even know what this video is about, but he just recommended it. So let's see. Oh, my bad, y'all. I didn't even know. My fault. Y'all can't see the video. My fault, my fault. Let me get back to it.
Addressing the individuals, but the collective. I do not question that each councilman has the best intentions in their hearts. I'm sure you do not like being called a thief. I was not saying any of you thieves outside this chamber. However, as a collective, this council in its deeds has proven to be just that. As a collective, this council, as with every government around the world, claims to have superior rights to which no individual has. As a collective, you can make anything illegal or legal. As a collective, you can take from one and give to another. As a collective, you can force all to comply to your will, no matter the protest of those under your rule. What would happen if you went to a constituent's house armed with a gun, demanding that they give you money for fire protection or economic development? At the very least, you would be labeled a thief, and at the worst, you might die of lead poisoning. Yep, you sure would if it were my house. As a member of the collective, you don't need a gun to personally rob your neighbor. The collective has a legion of enforcers to do the dirty work. Every one of them armed with good intentions. Your neighbors have no way to resist the theft, for to do so would ultimately end in their own death. Where do these collective rights come from? Scribbles on paper. Yep, sure do. I am told it is we who give consent to the collective, and it is we who gives this council the right to plunder and dictate our lives. I never consented to any of this, yet I am told that somehow I did give up some of my liberty to this council along with the state and federal leviathans, yet I can find no legally binding contract to which I am party. If we are government and the government is us, then it only stands to reason that anything the government does, we did to ourselves. The Jews of Nazi Germany were not murdered, but committed suicide, for they were the government. This council is me, and I am this council. When I speak to this council, I am speaking to myself. When this council votes to tax and spend, somehow I did it to myself. Thou shalt not lie, cheat, or steal unless you are a government. Thou shalt not have another God except government. Who is we? Thou shalt not worship idols unless they are government idols. Thou shalt not sacrifice your children unless to government or government. Gentlemen, can you see there seems to be an exception to the 10 Commandments for this thing we call government?
Oh, he dropping some bombs out there.
Where does this exception come from? It is my belief that government is the manifestation of Satan through the minds and hands of men. Government is the most evil entity on the earth, without exception. There is no entity on the planet that has killed more people than government. All the murderers throughout history account for only a fraction of what governments have murdered in its name. And yet we believe this is a necessary evil. Why? Who would build the roads? The 10 Commandments only applies to individuals, you see. The 10 Commandments does not apply to a collective of individuals who constitute their own governance called government, in whatever form they choose. Why? Who would build the roads? Governments recognize two sets of laws, one for the individual and another for itself. Individuals do not have the right to steal, but government can steal whatever it wants. Why? Who would build the roads? Every council member recognizes he has no right to steal from another individual, yet as a member of the collective, he can vote to steal all from all, yet in his mind, he does not see that theft as such. Instead, he sees the theft as proper and good. Why? Who would build the roads? At the beginning of every council meeting, you pray to God for guidance as you do the people's work. Notice it's not God's work, but the people's work. Why? Who would build the roads? You see, God doesn't build roads. I dare say every council member claims to be a follower of Jesus in his own life. Yet as a collective body, you don't act like Jesus would. Why? Who would build the roads? Satan has no physical power here on earth. Satan can't pick up a rock. He can't pick up a gun, nor can he abort a new life in a womb. Satan can't dig a ditch or build a house or a dam or murder on a massive scale. Nope, sure can't. Satan is helpless without the minds and hands of men. We call government the necessary evil. Why? Who would build the roads?
Man, this guy is spitting bar after bar. And but I doubt any of them care. He talking to a bunch of wicked people. But this message is gonna get it's out there. So you know, at least he gets to speak his piece. Let me not hold him up.
What happens to men when they accept they must use evil to do good? Evil consumes and controls their every action, deceiving them that the evil they do is good for all. Why? Who would build the roads? When we accept that evil is necessary, then evil, government, becomes the means to solve every problem as we see in every action this council takes. We must do this evil thing for the good of all. Why? Who would build the roads? Thou shalt not steal except for government. Why? Who would build the roads? Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He hath been a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, then he speaketh he of his own, for he is a liar and the father thereof. John 8:44, the 1599 Geneva Bible. The scripture is a perfect description of government where evil is necessary for the good of all, which in fact is a lie. All government constituted by man is in fact born from the father of lies, and the deeds of its father it shall do. We accept this evil as being necessary, and we pledge our allegiance to it even as we recognize it be under God's ultimate rule. We claim this evil to be blessed by God and not evil at all. We claim Uncle Sam is God's chosen to rule over us all. What Uncle Sam does is as if God has done. This government claims to be a child of God, yet acts like the child of Satan. What is wrong for the individual is right for government. We all know government is a liar. We all know government is a thief. We all know government is evil. Are we going to continue to do the deeds of our father, the devil, or shall we turn away from the evils and place our faith in the Lord?
Let's see. So this is the channel where that video comes from. Hey Brandon, is Jeff the actual guy in the video or what? I'm gonna subscribe to the channel. Was it him in the actual video? Like this is his channel? Definitely went ahead and subscribed and liked that video. That's a powerful message. I want to know if this is his actual channel and everything, so I can tag him when I post this. That was a good one. I appreciate it. I'm glad you sent that over, Brandon. Who would build the roads? All right. So let me get back to it. Okay, so we got Police Notes channel, and this video is titled "When Corrupt Cops Realize They've Arrested Wrong Person." When corrupt cop realize they arrested the wrong person, they've arrested the wrong person. I feel like this is worded kind of weird, but maybe it's just me. Something is off about how this is worded, but anyway, let's go ahead and get started. But look at this. Look, you already know. Look at this scene. The man has hands up, not even facing him, and cop has his hand on his gun, ready to shoot somebody.
Usually have detailed information about a criminal before arresting him or her and act accordingly. But sometimes people who are not even involved in the crime in any way can fall victim to police arrest. What happens if the police realize that they have arrested the wrong person? On October 16th, 2021, Officer Paul Guab and Officer Holly Harris of the Dallas Police Department conducted a traffic stop in Dallas, Texas, involving Sylvester Hayes, a single father on his way to pick up breakfast for his children. Thinking they had stopped Sylvester Hayes, a man with a very similar name to Mr. Hayes, but a different...
Oh no, we watched this one. Let me see. I think I watched this one. Yep. All right, y'all. This one did upset me. So I actually don't want to watch this one again. We'll move on to the civil rights lawyer again. Watch another one of his videos. The last one, we've watched that one already. So this is the civil rights lawyer's channel, and this is titled "Cops Paralyze Handcuffed Man and Mock Him, and He Dies Later." So I wonder, is this when it's so many of, you would think that this wouldn't be as common as it is, but I'm thinking, well, what's that other video where they killed a paralyzed person before, or paralyzed somebody? Where's that other video?
You want me to help you out before you have to do it? Then if you can do it, you can do it. Come on, man. You were very talkative earlier. Anthony, you know, ambulance coming right now? Where's the pain at? Huh? Speak up. Yeah, I mean, you can sit up. Why don't you sit on your stomach? I mean, your butt. Yeah. Sit on your butt. He's not going to want to move. Move this leg. Move. Okay, stand up and then readjust your feet. Ready?
Look at this. They do not care about human beings. They don't even look at it's RoboCop. in organic flesh.
No, he's not even listening. You're not even listening to me. Silva. Anthony.
Mr. Silva.
Look at this. Oh my. 4 people just staring at this man die. Not caring, not just. What type of. Look at this. Look at this scene right here. This is gonna be the thumbnail. I can't believe him, man. Look at this. Y'all just look at this scene right here. No type of care, empathy, nothing.
Hey, man. To the fire department.
This body cam footage was just released pursuant to a lawsuit being filed, and it begins with bicycle cops riding around, but it's not a funny video at all, actually. The guy that you see in this video, Anthony Silva, ended up being paralyzed as a result of this interaction with these police officers, suffering for like a year nearly in the hospital, and then dying, according to the wrongful death lawsuit that was just filed by his mother. This really is a tragic video. Everybody should see the way the cops are behaving in this video. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we see the body cam view of a bicycle cop riding around. There appears to be some sort of festival going on. And from what I can gather, having watched every bit of this video now, the subject that they encounter, Anthony Silva, the only allegation against him that I can tell is public intoxication. But they catch up to him on their bicycles and they end up tackling him. But that's not the use of force that ended up paralyzing him and ultimately killing him. After they get him in handcuffs, they start walking him towards a police cruiser, but they don't make it to the police cruiser. You can see.
Look at this. He didn't look how they rolled up.
Walking him towards a police cruiser, but they don't make it to the police cruiser. You can see for yourself in this footage exactly what happens after that.
Go away.
Relax.
All right, bro. Come on, sir. I like the ball. I like the
Anthony,
football.
just relax, dude.
What
All
are you
right?
doing, dog? No, come on, bro. You just came to me like that. Zach.
Give me your hands.
Zach, dude.
I know, just give us your hands.
Say.
Just relax.
Why are you resisting off the ball?
Just give us your
I
hands.
can't even look at nobody.
No, just give me your hands.
Why'd you do that after my hand? My ball hard. Why?
Stay down.
Please, why? I need to know.
Because I told you the hands right now.
Because I need to know, sir.
I told you why.
T, I'm going to ask you 3 times.
He's going
You have no
for
right to tell.
You're under arrest.
Why'd you push me? I was running
You're
from
under
you. Hit me
arrest.
hand. Get you off running.
You're under arrest. Padilla went.
I don't know where Padilla went.
I don't care.
You need ambulance or what, bud?
Okay. You're under arrest.
The outside. You know.
Can you put it out?
See?
Can you be all for him?
Oh. Ah, bro, I gotta arrest you. Yeah?
Hey, where did Adam go?
He took off running.
Tell her to turn her camera off.
Yeah, sir.
Hey.
Huh? Yeah, man.
Just relax.
Maybe, though. Be a thank you.
You need ambulance or what, bud? Okay.
You don't have to say thank you to
We're just
somebody.
gonna sit you on your stomach, all right?
What?
Come on.
You know,
Roll over, right, bud?
Latin?
We're gonna sit in your stomach. I'm gonna have you sit up, okay? Can you sit in your stomach? Your
Let me out
butt?
of my, I gotta go piss, man.
Ready? Come on, ready?
I'm not trying to go pee in front of everybody's look. All right?
Okay. Anthony.
Hey, brother.
Okay. Anthony, we're gonna sit you up, okay, bud? Sound good?
I'll pick up for you, all right?
Hey, relax.
Relax. Come on, bro. I don't want to cramp myself. Or broken bones, got it?
Okay.
I didn't know that they would need to tackle him to the ground and put him in handcuffs for public intoxication. I mean, I don't honestly, unless you are harming somebody or really like causing a real disturbance, like you're stopping the you're stopping something from happening. Like say there's an event happening, but you're interrupting that event or something like that because you're drunk, or you're harassing people because you're drunk. And I mean actually harassing them. I mean like you're looking at somebody and they don't like you looking at them, and or you exchange words with somebody or something like. I'm talking about real harassment. I don't think, I think you should be able to go about your day and your business.
Relax.
Come on, John. Where you want me to go?
Huh?
Where am I
We're
going?
gonna put you in a patrol car right now, okay?
Everything sit right here. Come on, bro. I can't sit in the sewer.
I'm not sitting sewer. Get right here, okay?
I'm saying I can't drink my.
Sit down.
Hell, I become water, brother.
Sit down.
What's up?
Please. Thank you.
On my back, bro.
Huh? I get it.
There you go.
Huh?
Okay.
I was gonna make sure you don't have anything on you, alright?
No, I want you to let me out of here now. So, even if I am telling the honest truth, baby.
Stand up.
Unless my house.
Stand up.
I won't let my pockets. You don't have to get out of me.
Versus sit down. Now stand up. Why you didn't just let him stand up until you finish doing what you need to do and then let him sit down? You see, it's those. That's why their orders never make sense. It's just they give orders just for the feel of control of somebody. It's not. It doesn't have their orders or the commands that they try to give people aren't for practical reasons, because how practical is that? You sit down, and you need to sit down, and now you tell him to stand up.
Stand up. I want you up though.
I need to go to the restroom and piss.
Okay.
Come on here.
Relax.
Why do you want my ID in there, bro?
So, hey, we're gonna unhandcuff your left hand.
So they didn't tell him if he's under arrest or anything, and now they're going in his pockets. This is a robbery. They didn't. I didn't hear them say he was under arrest for anything. But they feel like they can go in his pockets and take his stuff. This is why I don't understand why the Constitution isn't spoken about when they do their swearing in ceremony and they swear to uphold and protect and serve the Constitution or serve the country or whatever state, whatever they're supposed to serve. But Supreme Court says they're not supposed. They don't have a legal obligation to serve anybody or protect anybody, but they swear in to protect and uphold the Constitution. But nobody knows any of the amendments in the Constitution or any of the rights. And the ones that do know, they just don't care, and they hope that people don't know their rights so they can violate them and not have an issue. And then as soon as you start speaking about the rights, they get an attitude and they get upset. And they're mad at you and want to, when you know your rights, they want to ruin your life even more.
You don't do anything stupid. We just need your backpack off, all right? Cool?
I see what you're trying to do.
Just take his handcuff off. Just hold his hand.
Why you want to cut his backpack? Why not just
I'm not gonna do that.
Huh?
I'm not doing it.
I'll do it.
Ow, my bones is all gone.
Just take this one off first. We'll do one at a time.
Yeah, just do this. I'll hold his hand.
Good.
Stand up.
You want me to breathe in?
No, just have him on his knees. He's fine.
Oh, sure.
You guys got it?
Yeah.
Come on.
Anthony, you hurt anywhere? No? Do you need an ambulance? Do you need medical attention? Are you hurt anywhere?
Fourth Amendment violation right here. Fourth Amendment violation.
You have a bag, right? Huh? You have a bag?
Yeah, I got it.
Clean them up.
So you don't need an ambulance or anything like that, bud? You have any injuries?
I will get to you. Yeah.
Where's your 20 injuries at, man? So you don't have any injuries? No. You don't need an ambulance.
This guy is
Sounds good, right, bro?
He may not have any injuries yet, but he's about to have some injuries. So he's still handcuffed. You'll see that here in a second. They stand him up whatever happens, they end up basically slamming his head into the ground, and you can see it on the body cam. And then everything is different after that.
Hey, PT is in the bathroom. This line. I'm gonna go tell him. Yeah. Tell him. What's going on today, bud? Hey, where do you want this dropped off at? Where do you want this dropped off at?
No, that's my belongings. My
Well, it's
plastic
not.
bag over there,
It
right?
can't go with you.
Why?
You're going to jail, dude.
For what, bro?
So why can't he's going? They telling him he going. First of all, I didn't hear him say he was under arrest, detained, none of that. They just told him to stop, get down, and they threw him on the floor and handcuffed him. That's all that I got from that. Then they, illegally searched his stuff, and now they're telling him that he can't get his stuff because he's going to jail. Well, when you go to jail, your stuff is booked in with you. Whatever is on you is booked in with you. So I don't know why they're even more wicked, because they know he's drunk, and they're taking advantage of him being drunk and think he's stupid because he's drunk. Being drunk means you're impaired. That doesn't mean you lost all your faculties.
You're drunk in
My
public.
cash.
Where's your
I
cash
have to go
at?
get something to drink. My water is not free.
Where's your cash at?
Come on, bro.
Hey, Chuck, stand up.
Honestly, I don't have to go to jail. You're not bailing me out now.
Stand up.
Huh?
Let's go.
Yeah, me. I'm asking.
You're in arrest.
My cash. Where's my cash?
We'll take it.
Give my fucking hand, guys.
Hey.
Give my fucking hand. Give my helmet. Out of my helmet.
69 feet.
Oh, God. Ow.
Stop.
Ow. Ow.
You got a rap?
Yeah. Ow.
QI6. Sorry, 1141, code 2.
Get me up. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Relax.
Stardust 1141,
I'm out.
code 2.
I'm out.
You're good?
Can't breathe.
Okay, relax.
I can't
Relax. You're right.
breathe. I can't breathe.
You're okay. You're right?
No,
Relax.
you're not all right.
You all right, man? We'll put him in recovery mode.
Yeah.
Sit over. Right here. Watch your head. Watch your head. Relax. Relax.
Right?
Relax.
You.
Okay? You're not bleeding.
You're not bleeding. Internally.
Where are you hurt, bud? In his head. Yeah.
Oh man. Hold on, y'all. Let me check in with y'all. What do y'all think so far? This Jimmy said this guy is disabled. Yeah, he didn't seem drunk. He may have seen maybe intoxicated, but that also can be mental health. He also can have a mental health condition. He didn't seem like just drunk. Ma said no. He said he was articulate and aware. He knew that they was taking this. He knew that what they were saying to him was crazy. I know that. Nah, Jimmy, I'm thinking this guy, he's either had too much to drink or not even too much. He's either had a few drinks, so he's a little inebriated. I wouldn't call this drunk, but or he can have mental issues. And that's what upsets me with law enforcement and these type of cops, because what happens this is what happens when they deal with someone who has mental health issues. So if you have any family members with any type of mental health issues, I'm always concerned about their interactions with law enforcement, because law enforcement don't know how to deal with regular people. So how can they deal with someone who needs maybe a little bit more patience? They don't have patience for rational, normal, everyday people, high functioning people. They don't have patience for regular people. So imagine their patience level with someone who has some mental issues. They may be more aggressive or less less cooperative. Like in this situation, when you end up with your neck broken, and and they can kill you. People don't understand how dangerous it is when you interact with police. You don't know if that's going to be your last day. So every time that I went out there and I was exercising my rights, going to these different places, dealing with these law enforcement, that could have been my last day. People don't understand how serious it is when you go out there with your camera and want to exercise your right. It can be your last day, you know. And it shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't have to think like that. But when you watch, we watch so many of these videos where you think it's a normal low stress situation, not even dealing with uh, uh, a school shooter. They're not dealing with a they're not dealing with a serial killer, or they're not dealing with somebody who was just going up beating up people around like they're dealing with such low stress situations, low like situations that don't even cause you to escalate at all, and all they do is escalate. All they do is escalate. That's all they do is escalate. I think that needs to be it. I'm gonna have that as a sound as a sound bite. All they do is escalate. That's all they do. We're gonna go back, and I want y'all to hear his head hit the concrete. I know it's brutal, but you got to hear it to know how. You just know that caused a lot of damage. You can hear it, and then once it happens, his tone of voice switches. Everything is different after that point. So you know they hurt him, and then this evil wicked cop has the nerve to say, "You're not bleeding."
Hey. Oh my God! Stop! Oh my God! Stop!
Straight on his home.
Stop!
Just throw him in the grass. They did it on the concrete on purpose to hurt him. On purpose. This was done on purpose. This was not an accident. This was not, they got caught up and the adrenaline was pumping and they weren't thinking. This was on purpose on the concrete, because look, they're 5 inches away from the grass. Oh my, look how close they are to the grass. If they really want to slam him without hurting him or control him, why wouldn't you do it on the grass? Why would you slam him straight into the concrete? No, you only do this if you are a wicked, evil individual. That's the only way that you would do something like this. You have to have so much malice and hate in your heart to do something like this, especially to somebody who didn't do anything to you. That's even another level of evil. Not only does it takes a lot of hate to slam somebody's head on the concrete, but for it to be somebody who you don't know, who didn't do anything to you, didn't hurt your family, didn't touch one of your family members, didn't do nothing to you, but you hate that person enough to slam his head on the concrete. Come on, man. Come on. Just wicked. And he was you could see earlier that he was going to be that type to do something like that.
You got a rap?
Yeah.
2x6. Sorry, 1141 code 2.
Ow! Ow!
Relax.
They're telling him to relax after they broke his neck and they got him on the ground. telling him to relax. After they broke his neck, relax. After that's like you somebody cut off your finger and no, that's like somebody breaks your neck and then you tell them to relax afterwards. Like, hey man, relax. We just slammed your head on the concrete. Relax, man. And think I hate when they say this. Your natural actions after you've hit something on your body or you've injured a body part is to hold that area. So they slammed him on his head. He's moving his arms. His arms, I guarantee if he wasn't handcuffs, his arms would go up to his head. And then they tell you, relax, relax, stop trying to resist and move. That, it's
Stardust 1141.
I'm out.
Code 2.
I'm out.
You're good?
Can't breathe.
Okay, relax.
I can't
Relax. You're right.
breathe. I can't breathe.
You're okay. You're right. Relax. You all right, man? We'll put him in recovery mode. Okay, sit over. Right here. Watch your head. Watch your head. Relax. 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 Okay? You're not bleeding. Where are you hurt, bud? Hit his head. Yeah. You just got more trouble for yourself. Yeah, now you're on a felony.
Now and then steady talking down to him, talking about he got a felony. He ain't worried about no felony. You just broke his neck. Fuck you talking about a felony for? Oh, you just caused more problems for yourself. You went and got your neck broken. Now you gonna cause more problems for yourself. You got a felony now because we broke your neck. Sick.
You're not bleeding, Anthony. You're fine.
You're not bleeding, Anthony. You're fine. Disgusting, man. Disgusting. What y'all know what type of mentality that reflects. Y'all know what that reflects. You're fine. You're okay. After they slammed your head on ground, you're not bleeding. You're fine. It'll be okay. Just relax. Let it happen. Ugh. Just let it happen.
Yeah, I saw 1141. You're fine, buddy.
I can't even talk.
You can talk. You're talking to me right now, Anthony. Stan's false, right?
Trevor.
What?
Trevor.
Your name's Trevor?
No. Oh. Get it off
Control
my neck.
2K6. Huh?
Get off my neck.
There's nothing on your neck, buddy.
Get it off.
There's nothing on your neck. Look, my hands and my legs are right here. Okay?
No, just my hands and died.
One of the civil rights violations here pertains to police officers who have somebody in their care, in their custody, showing what's called deliberate indifference to a serious medical need. So here they've slammed this guy's head into the concrete, and you'll hear that he starts complaining. He feels like there's a knee on his neck. He complains that he feels like he's paralyzed. He complains that he can't move. And these officers are basically telling him he's wrong. They're mocking him. They're telling me he's okay. They're telling him an ambulance is coming, and they're urging him to move, to get up. And it's just disgusting what they do. They're ignoring all the glaring warning signs that this guy has a serious injury.
Huh? Could you have 1141-98 on Stanislaus side? Stanislaus is open. Stanislaus and 5th. Control 2K6. That's going to be Stanislaus and 6. Sorry. You're not paralyzed.
You're not paralyzed. But man, this guy is just scum.
Move your arms. I'm seeing your arms moving. Relax. Relax.
How does training fix people like this? They say, "Oh, they need training. They need training." How will training fix people like this?
Yeah. Yeah. Move your arms now, buddy. Fine, Anthony. Anthony, you're fine, buddy. We got ambulance coming, okay? If we stand
Yeah, Anthony, you're fine, man. They literally broke his neck, severed his spine, telling him he's okay, relax. But before that, it was like, hey, you just added another felony on yourself, man. Fuck out of here, man. Sick individuals, sickos, with the American flag on over his chest, with the American flag right here. He just spit, pissed, and shit on this flag, and it's just right there on his chest, man. He swore to this flag, he swore on the Bible, and he just shit, pissed, and spit on it. A disgrace, man. It's man.
you up, or are you gonna swap me?
Hey, you want to sit in shade, Anthony? I will have it sit on.
Okay, hey buddy, we're gonna roll you over towards me. We're gonna sit you up, okay? I'm gonna lift you up a little bit so we can move you, okay? Okay? You gonna be cool?
Sit up.
Come on. Roll my stomach. Let's get up.
Yeah.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Ow. I can't.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
1, 2, 3.
my goodness, man.
It's got me.
You got me?
It's got me.
What got you?
Please go, please.
I'm about to let you go. Wait, we're not gonna start this again, dude.
Please.
Relax, dude.
Please, brother.
Relax.
Please.
No, you're going to jail, so relax.
You're fine, buddy. What's the matter?
Do not hit me again with your
What's
head, okay? You
on
already
my
got one.
head?
You got one felony charge already.
What's my head?
You move.
This guy is he telling a man whose neck he just broke, don't hit him again with his head. The man can't even hold his head up, and he's leaning his head over because he can't hold his head up because you broke his neck. And he tells this man, don't hit me with your head again. That's who they hired and have running around the community with a gun and a badge, supposed to be protecting the service. That's who they got. And not only do they got him over here who just watching it happen. Then they got the one whose body cam footage just sitting there watching what happens. All of them are wicked. No good cops in this situation. I'm sure that the rest of the department acts just like them. So you say it's one bad apple, but look like a lot of bad apples to me. A lot of rotten apples, not just bad, rotten.
You're fine, dude.
You good?
On my
Me?
toes. God.
Yeah, but you.
Yeah. No. Well, he like shoulder checked me.
Yeah.
So
I should have.
He shoulder checked you. This guy is just a vile demon. Just when I see him, I see like a swamp monster. I don't even see a human being. He's like a swamp monster, just covered in filth and bro. Yellow eyes and just moving around like, ugh.
I'm on, so I should have caught that. Yours would have caught the whole thing, probably.
Let myself help you, please.
No.
Hey, Sarge.
You could brief him. I'll stand by.
Stand me up.
No, sit down. Just stay safe.
I don't have it.
Stay safe.
I tried to go on child secret because it's
Relax.
So roll up on him. Going from priors here, 148. He's pretty fine. He's 11-5. So I go to champ right away. Chomp, but he has my back. Grab his arm.
What do you
So I go going from priors here, 148. He's pretty fine. He's 11-5. So I go to champ right away. From priors here, 148.
Relax.
So roll up on him. Going from priors here, 148. He's pretty fine. He's 11-5. So I go to champ right away. Chomp, but he has my back. Grab his arm. Starts like pulling away to the ground. Turtles his arm. So we'll fight right here.
She's still in PRCS. She's still in PRCS.
We're going to take him to the car. He starts pulling away from his off. So I go and grab his left arm.
You're a liar.
Shoulder checks me.
Set up, mate.
To the ground. He gets his head on the way down.
Set it up, please.
Paralyzed.
Relax.
I got him. He gets his head on the way down.
Set it up. You're a liar.
Shoulder checks me.
Set up, mate.
He's
Fight
off.
snakes.
So I go and grab his left arm.
You're a liar.
Shoulder checks me.
Set up, mate.
To the ground.
He shoulder checks, get out of here, and hit his head. They say he hit his head on the way down. Not that they slammed him on his head. They slammed him on his head. He didn't hit his head on the way down. And this disgusting piece of, oh my goodness, just scum. Just a big walking turd.
Head on the way down.
Set it up, please.
Paralyzed.
Relax. We got an ambulance come look at you. Huh? Oh, you're fine.
Shit.
Huh?
I need a
What do you need?
I need a doctor.
Okay, they're coming.
God.
You're right. You're talking. You're right.
Anthony, where are you living at now, man? Huh?
No, he's already off.
Where?
He was the aggressor.
He's the aggressor. Every time
He was trying to fight, but he was.
Huh?
No, he's already off.
Where?
He was the aggressor.
Look at him. He was the aggressor. He made us break his neck. He made us do it. He made us break his neck. Disgusting, man. Disgusting. This guy with the shades on, he knows this is wrong, but he's not going to speak out against it.
He's the aggressor. Every time
He was trying to fight, but yeah.
See how he doesn't want to say anything. He knows all of this is wrong. But he's still a bad cop because he didn't stop it.
I guess he was chasing Padilla around.
So I was gonna open him an abrasion on his right eye.
Please.
I'm alright.
Is that just to prove to me that?
I wish I had pants on.
I
Right now,
still
to be
think
honest.
the risk is the reward outweighs the risk.
Please me up my ass.
Yeah, just have a seat, dude. We have ambulance come take a look at you.
Oh, no, you're fine.
And I'm nothing.
I know.
I heard on the radio, so I was like,
Are you gonna? Okay,
Just,
dude, chill out. Relax, man.
Oh, hi, babe. Yeah.
Your money's going in here.
Okay. Up.
You are you're on his stomach.
yeah, ambulance on the way to check you out, Anthony.
Oh yeah,
Right, man?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have no feet. No toes. More football,
Huh?
Help me up.
You are.
You are sitting down.
This guy is evil. You are sitting up. Look at the demon in him.
You're fine, dude. Yeah, ambulance coming, all right, man? You're gonna be okay.
Evil. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Look how he's looking at this man. Evil. Evil. He's thinking, oh man, I might have fucked up. That's all he thinking about. You're okay. He's telling him he's okay because he know he messed up and now it's gonna fall on him. But he doesn't care about this man at all. We obviously know that. But it's somebody wrote egregious. That's what this is, egregious.
Oh, get out. Take it out. Take it out. Can I leave you here? Huh?
He said he didn't.
Anthony, when was the last time you used?
Again,
Just so we
Be
know,
honest.
Just so.
when the last time you used what? Just be honest. So not only did they break his neck, they're trying to ask him when the last time he used to paint a bad picture of him as a human being after y'all break his neck. What?
We know for ambulance, but
Just be honest, man. When was the last time you used?
The ambulance guys are gonna ask you too. We just want to have the answers.
Look at him. Can't even. It just itching all around because he just went to getting itchy because he know. When's the last time you used? What does that have to do with y'all breaking his neck? Y'all didn't what?
Use. Just so we
Be
know
honest.
Just so we know for ambulance, but
Just be honest, man. When was the last time you used?
The ambulance guys are gonna ask you too. We just want to have the answers.
What? When?
Help me.
When did you use? This morning? A couple hours ago? 5 minutes ago? Huh?
Y'all, it's not 5 minutes ago because 5 minutes ago you was breaking his neck. Come on, man.
But when did you use?
We got an ambulance coming. We're gonna get you help, but that's why we're gonna ask when you use last. We're gonna make sure you're not gonna OD or anything. You want me to get your cards for that piece of unit? Yeah, because it's just this early. We get all excited on that. Maybe once. It's up to you. That's what happened. What she got on? She wouldn't like that.
I don't know. It's probably math, but who knows? Anthony, when's the last time you used, man?
That's the question they wanted to answer to, rather than, hey man, how are you feeling right now? What's going on? Describe to me what you're feeling. Are you still here? Can you move your feet? Can you move this here? Tell me something. What can you do? Do you know your name? Do you know where you're at? Hey man, we got an ambulance coming on the way. The only question that they asking him is, when did you use? When's the last time you used? Disgusting, man. And I think they're just trying to paint a bad picture of him because they know they being filmed right now. So they're trying to use the angle of he's just another junkie, which it don't matter if you do drugs or not. You're still a human being. You're just a human being who does drugs. But the fact that they're trying to paint him a certain way after they break his neck is so, telling you, these are devils in the flesh. Devils in the flesh.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I said more rest. It's our one arrest.
So one arrest and 25-1 that they lost the car.
No, they misplaced it.
Misplaced it.
They misparked. They forgot where they parked.
As long as they don't misplace the horses.
Yeah.
Relax, dude. Huh? Speak up.
I can't.
Speak up.
Help me now, sir.
We have the ambulance coming.
Relax.
You said they are
I'm
around.
breaking my ass.
Yeah, I told them
My spine's broken.
Stanislaus and 6.
Well, that's why I parked my car right there, so they got lights on right there.
Shit's
Right by the bar or something like that.
Help me out, please. Please. Stop me. Stop me. Please. Please. Help me out.
I guess I should have rode the Jeep.
But let me down.
Like,
I gotta make this picture out.
figure something out.
Help.
It's gonna take
Help me.
as soon as you left.
So, help me.
We got the ambulance coming, Anthony.
Not a
Relax.
tube. Come on. Ow.
What do you need help with?
Sit up. You are up. You're
Life?
relax.
Up.
Anthony, where's the pain? Huh? Anthony, look at me real quick.
I can't stand.
Look at me real quick.
I can't stand.
Okay. Look at me. I want you to look at the tip of my pen, okay? You literally just had your eyes open.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Help me out.
Yeah, they're taking a long time.
Yeah, all right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you said it right. You're probably stuck with a Lockford sausage, yeah.
Fine.
Huh? Huh? I don't know what you're saying. You gotta speak up, buddy. You can sit up if you want. You can sit up if you want.
Evil, disgusting, vile human being. Not even a human being. He is an animal. This is an animal. That's who they hire. They want animals in law enforcement.
Sit up and just cross your feet. You're good. Sit up and cross your feet. You're fine, bud. Yeah. You got it. Huh? You said you want me to help you out before you have to do it? Then if you can do it, you can do it. Sit up. You can. You're moving your neck.
Yeah, that was the second one. We saw one out here.
That was a 57.
Help, Dad. 911.
Huh?
911.
I already called for an ambulance.
Forever, man. They called 911 like what, 15 minutes ago.
You need our assistance? What can I assist you with, Anthony? Huh? We got an ambulance coming.
You know exactly what
This guy is, I don't know if y'all can tell, but this guy is evil. He's a demon. Just completely demonic.
Jesus Christ.
Help me, come on.
Huh? We got an ambulance coming, right, bud?
Yeah. I think that's a nervous cough. That cough, why he's coughing like that, he's nervous. But at the same time, he doesn't care. All he's nervous about is what's going to happen if this guy is actually paralyzed and that they actually did it. That's why they were working on the story. Well, when's the last time you used? I wish I could see a different angle from the guy's body cam, the cops' body cam footage who we're watching through right now. I wish I could see a different angle so I can see him during this interaction as well.
Just more of ETA, it's their discretion to use causing it to work.
This cop right here, I'm sorry to keep pausing it, but this cop right here knows they on some bullshit, but he hasn't said a word. Hasn't said a word. And he looking at him for some support, and he not even looking at him because he know. But still, you didn't stop him, so you still a bad apple. Right now.
Hey, where do you want your stuff though? Huh?
Anthony, where are you living at right now, man? You saw us or what?
Can we drop this off at Bill's place?
Then over by Single Bills.
They do not have any.
Can we just start fire then? Just gonna
start fire over. What's up, bud? You alright?
Look how uncomfortable he
That's
is.
why it's taking so long. Oh, don't have an available ambulance. Howdy? Yeah. Oh.
Y'all got him propped up.
Well,
they only have 2 rigs, really.
Say last week they only had 2 AMR rigs, and freaking Oak Valley only had 1. Oh wow! So they only had 2 or 3 AMR rigs for the county. They're freaking having one more touchdown. That's 16 yet too. Huh? 16. Why? Pleasure.
Anthony, where can we bring your stuff? Huh? Speak up.
Yeah. Because he was out here. Yeah.
Comerica bucket. Comerica bucket. Comerica, you might have to book these.
Anthony, where do you want to go? You want to go to Bicycle Bill or what?
I think this man is praying at this point. Could you? I wouldn't ever want to imagine this situation right here and being in this situation where you are severely injured and you got these people, these wicked individuals around you mocking you and just, man, you know how surreal that would be?
Come on, man. You were very talkative earlier. Huh? All right, you ready to go? Huh? Ready to go? Where do you want to go? Huh? Fire coming, dude. Relax. But we're trying to figure out where.
Sit up.
Sit on your stomach.
Is it more comfortable to sit up? Sit up. I could help you. I can't. You can help.
And what's making me mad is that this cop behind this body cam footage has to be the stupidest, one of the stupidest cops on the planet that doesn't realize that this man is not faking. He's hurt for real, and y'all hurt him for real. Y'all likely broke his neck. The other evil cop was starting to realize that, he was starting to realize that the one behind the camera is I don't know what dream fantasy world he's living in to where he thinks this man is okay. But it's, the incompetence of grown men with badges and guns. These aren't just regular these are grown men who sworn in to protect and uphold the Constitution. They violated this man, and their job is to go into high stress situation and dangerous situations and protect. I guess it's not the people, so I actually don't know what the job is now, except being revenue generators for the city, because it's obviously not to protect and serve anybody, because that's not what they're doing.
Move your leg.
What did breaking this man's neck do to better the community? How did this make the community better? What?
Relax. Relax. Huh?
Yeah.
It's getting you?
It's killing me.
What's killing you?
Snakes.
The snakes?
Snakes. Lift my head up, please. Keep me up, all right.
Where's the snakes?
That's all you asked me to.
Yeah, he's on one right now.
This fucking idiot behind this body cam, he's talking about he's on one right now. Yeah, he's on shock, and he's trying to describe the pain because he's never experienced a pain like this in his life, which I don't know anybody who's not paralyzed, but he's describing the pain as snakes in his back, which is probably his central nervous system and how it's firing off right now. Insane. He has the nerve to say he's on one right now. He's the only idiot here who thinks this man is joking, or thinks he's playing, or thinks he's over exaggerating of what's going on.
Where are the snakes?
Help me now.
They bit you in the back? What kind of snake was it?
My little.
Was the snake big or small? What? Snake? Snake? What? What are you saying, Anthony? I'm trying to help you, man. You can sit up yourself. You want to sit up or no?
Yeah, I mean, you can sit up. Why don't you sit on your stomach? I mean, your butt.
Yeah.
Sit on your butt. He's not going to want to move.
He's not going to want to move. You're right, Jim. I believe for one, he is this stupid, but I know that this is a play that he's going to try to use later or play on later, like he didn't know it was this bad. A real wicked individual, like, oh my goodness, like, man. If you ever wonder if devil walked earth, that most likely they're gonna have on the cop uniform.
Move this leg. Move. Huh? Yeah. Can you move? Huh? Can you move?
How many times you gonna ask this stupid question? How you obviously look at this man, look at the state he's in, and he's asking him, can he move? I wonder, does he look back at this body cam footage and think about how stupid he is? Like, how stupid. You're a grown man. You're a grown man. Come on, man. You can't be that. You're that incompetent, man. That incompetent. Come on, man.
I just relax, dude.
Can you move? Can you move? He tries to move. Relax, dude. Stupid, man. Stupid. Stupid, evil.
We got medical attention coming.
You want to stand up? Okay, stand up and then readjust your feet. Ready? No, he's not even listening. You're not even listening to me.
You're not even listening.
Red?
No, yeah, I'm red.
Mute real quick.
Hashtag stop muting body cam footage. Hashtag stop muting body cam footage. This right here, that little error right there tells me they know that they fucked up and did something wrong. That right there.
Anthony, do you have any pain on your shoulders? When was the last time you used man?
When they go to mute body cam footage, now I know that he's not as dumb as he's trying to play. He knows he messed up, and they know that they know when they've done something wrong. He know he did something wrong, so they mute the body cam footage, have a little mixed words to get their story straight. But yeah, hashtag stop muting body cam footage. But from that point on, oh my goodness, man, this is.
Like I said, I got this. When was the last time you used? Because your pupils are constricted, bro.
The ambulance still hasn't gotten there. It's been what, over 20 minutes?
Can you go, Wade?
Over 20 minutes.
I like how dispatch never relays anything.
Now he's talking about dispatch. This cop behind this body cam footage is somebody who always blames everybody else. He doesn't take responsibility for nothing.
Silva. Anthony.
Listen to this. Oh my goodness, man. If they play this in court,
Hey, yeah, right there. Like smoke signal. Dude, not getting smelled on a barbecue. That's what I'm saying. If I took home some right like a decent 69?
Yeah, I mean, fucking it was.
Sword sections.
That shit was kind of violent.
Yeah, dude.
And it was.
Sword sections.
That shit was kind of violent.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking it.
69?
Yeah, I mean, fucking it was.
Sword sections.
That shit was kind of violent.
Yeah, dude. For sure. Yeah, it wasn't enough to knock you back.
That was.
Hey, Anthony, what's your last name, man? Huh? Can't hear you. You gotta sit up. You sit up, talking. Huh? Speak up. Come again. Sit up for me.
You want to breathe down?
Huh? Anthony, sit up. Sit up, bro. You want to go back to Bill's house?
You want to go to jail? Sit up.
You want to go?
go back to Bill's house?
If you don't want to go to jail, sit up.
You want to go to jail? Sit up.
You want to go to jail, sit up. Hey, you want to go to Bill's house?
He don't care about none of that. His neck is broken right now. He doesn't care about none of that. His neck is broken.
No ambulance is going down.
Hey, we got help here, Anthony.
Mr. Silva.
This is the help. This is the type of help they give you.
Hey, man. To the fire department.
Meet paramedic.
Anthony, you're moving your head around earlier.
Anthony, can we check you out and take your blood pressure?
One of Anthony Silva's family members sent me this body cam footage, and it's just striking. It looks to me about 30 minutes after they severely injured the guy, by the time they actually get medical treatment to him. And then the EMS or paramedics or whatever they are, they just walk up and they just kind of stare at him. More of the same. And then the body cam cuts off. So where you saw it cut off, that's where the end of my footage was as well. So I'm not sure exactly what happens after that. But apparently the family had just gotten the footage about 2 weeks ago. They just filed a wrongful death lawsuit. And again, this is in Stanislaus County, California. I didn't see it on Pacer, so I presume Ross County. So they just filed a wrongful death lawsuit. And again, this is in Stanislaus County.
Stanislaus County. Stainless. Hold on, I'm trying to find this police department, y'all. Do y'all know how to spell that?
California. I didn't see it on Pacer, so I presume that it is in state court in California. But there is a media report that I will link below about just the fact that this lawsuit was filed and the general allegations that this caused Anthony Silva to suffer nearly a year in the hospital with collapsed lungs, a broken neck, and a broken back, ultimately causing him to die in September of 2023. According to his lawyer, who was interviewed as well, the only allegation that they were investigating / arresting him for was public intoxication. So this, not only is this deliberate indifference to a serious medical need, that this guy needed medical treatment, but also excessive force as well. And I've had cases like this, when you have somebody in your custody and you make the decision to handcuff them behind their back, now they're in your care, they're in your custody. If you slam them face first into the ground because their hands are handcuffed behind their back, they can't catch themselves. So it's now on you. It's now your responsibility. And you ought to know that this could cause somebody to die or be paralyzed if you slam them face first into concrete without the ability to catch their fall. That may or may not be excessive force depending on the application of the Graham factors. And the first one of those is the seriousness of the charge. The seriousness of the charge at issue here, public intox, is going to be a very.
Yeah, hold on. Hey, Marcy, can y'all hear it now? You getting the sound? I paused it for a second.
Very, very minor charge. Then the second and third really are going to be governed by the fact that this guy's in handcuffs. So he's not really an immediate threat to the officers. He's handcuffed. So this is, clearly an excessive force case as well. But I'll try to get more information from the family or their lawyer or follow as this progresses. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe for updates at thecivilrightslawyer.com and also here. Remember, freedom is scary. Deal with it.
Okay. So before I get up out of here and wrap this up, I wanted to go ahead and pull up Stainless County, and this is who you got. This is who you got right here. This is the number. This is where they're located at. Let's see. This is who you got as far as the sheriff, the under sheriff. So these are, oh, my bad, y'all. These are the two main people right here. Mickey LaBarbera and Jeff Dirksey. Let's go. That's the sheriff. This is the guy. His face looks like he would have done the same thing. But you got, man. I wonder has he spoke against that? Let's see the under sheriff. Well, he definitely looks less intense, but I don't let that fool me. A tyrant is a tyrant, even with the smile. But this is the website, y'all, in case y'all want to check it out. This is how it's spelled. Stainless County. Stanislaus County. before we get started, I want to check out their join our team video.
Are you looking for an exciting and rewarding career in law enforcement? Then look no further than the Stanislaus County Sheriff's Office. My name is Sheriff Adam Christensen. Join our team.
We do have one subject that's been shot. Multiple deputies and officers from other agencies responded to the residence.
No one individual can do the job by themselves.
So is this military or is this the police department?
For our team to succeed, we all have to work together. We have to trust each other. So again, we'll look for people who are motivated, want to be in good shape. They want to be the best of the best.
Being a canine deputy is actually really rewarding. If you want to help people, if you want to drive with your lights and sirens on, you want to get there and you want to chase bad guys down, you want to do that, then you need to come work for our agency.
Yeah. So their version of bad guys is a man intoxicated walking around a festival in the middle of a field. So they chased him down, broke his neck, and then broke his neck, mocked him. And can y'all believe this video? Like, this is almost like, I can't, like, this is what they would show in the movie. Like, you would think this would be a parody, but it's not. It's their actual video.
You get to go and help out the deputies that you work alongside with. And I have a tool that's assigned to me, and that's our canine. You know, we don't know where the bad guy is, and offer anybody a chance to come out. And if they don't, then we send the dog in to search and find them.
I like working in corrections and where I work in the transportation unit because it's not just a job, it's a career, part of a team instead of just out there kind of doing your own thing. You're going to work with great people that have your back, and it's a rewarding feeling at the end of the
day. I notice how they keep saying, oh, I'm part of the team, and the team. And they don't talk about nothing about the actual position that they're working. Like, what? Oh, I'm part of a team. You're part of a team. You're part of a team. And I notice how they keep reiterating that to invite people in. That's exactly what gangs do. That's exactly what a gang is. A gang is to make you feel comfortable not being by yourself because you got the gang.
Be on the mounted unit or people that are team players because we function as a unit everywhere that we go. We don't deploy as individuals. The type of individual that we really need is somebody that is patient. If you're trying to communicate with a 1,200-pound animal. When you combine police work with
Look at this whack with the stick. He can't wait to use that on somebody. Wait till I catch somebody, I'm gonna whack him with this stick.
When you combine police work with equestrian work, you need to be very comfortable with police work first before you ever get on a horse and attempt it.
Special Vehicle Operations Unit. We're in charge of many of the off-road vehicles.
When will you be in a situation where you're on a horse and need to whack somebody with a stick? Like, come on.
And give people a sense of security and that we are up here. We also try and inform the public why we're out here on some of the rules and regulations. We take safety very seriously here.
Our main focus is allowing people to come out here, recreate, blow off some steam, and have a good time. We do all the law enforcement stuff as we would do out on the street. One of the best things about my job is being outside. We have the boats, the jet skis, the motorcycles, the quads. I put a smile on my face every day when I come to work. I put a smile on my face every day when I come to work.
That's the smile. Those the smiles they put on their face every day at work. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah.
The Explorer program is a really good program. You gain hands-on experience, something that criminal justice class in high school or college really doesn't get to show you. It's that
I want to show you.
Explorer program is a really good program. You gain hands-on.
She's a liability. She is a liability. Look at her. That's a liability. And I don't know why they allow this to happen. I don't know if it's, you know, they need to meet a certain quota or whatever. But her in any situation, she's far more likely to kill you.
Experience, something that criminal justice class in high school or college really doesn't get to show you.
Get your hands up!
We're able to train side by side with deputies and different aspects of the department. So many things that could happen outside of a textbook that you would never know if you wouldn't have joined the Explorer program.
My assignment here is as a courtroom bailiff. The sheriff's role here is to provide service and security to the whole courthouse itself. I'm in charge of keeping security and order inside the courtroom. I have a judge I'm in charge of protecting him. There's also courtroom staff, a court clerk, a court reporter, and also bringing inmates when it's their time for court, making sure I bring in the proper inmate when their case is called.
Here in the Records Division, we are support staff. We're assisting our officers out on the street. We are really critical to the day-to-day operations that Patrol does. The work that we do here is very challenging and fulfilling. The sense of camaraderie with the coworkers.
She doesn't look fulfilled at all.
That we have here in the Clerical Division, being part of the organization.
Do they look fulfilled to you?
Organization as a whole.
County Sheriff's Department has always been my.
I don't like this scene one bit. One bit. I do not like this scene at all. How y'all feel about this scene right here?
County Sheriff's Department has always been my dream. The opportunities to work in special assignments are very diverse, from K-9 to air support to SWAT. The opportunities to move around in the department are also very diverse. The people here are very professional. Everyone's dedicated to the job. The experience at the academy has been it's very intense, very rewarding at the same time. When you start on week one and you have 28 weeks still left in the academy, it seems like a very daunting task. This job can be dangerous, can hurt you, but that's what the instructors are here to do, is teach you how to overcome that adversity and become stronger and work through those challenges. When I finally got the badge in my hand, I looked down and I saw it said, Stanislaus County Deputy Sheriff. I knew.
So as y'all hear him, you can tell, I would say now he has a badge and a gun, so he about to act crazy now. He's about to go and now he's going to become a tyrant because, he probably got bullied before, so now he's going to be a tyrant now.
County, that was a great feeling at that moment.
The Honor Guard's made up of all volunteers. And part of the great thing is we take people from both divisions, the patrol deputies and the adult detention deputies. Well, the Honor Guard serves at the direction of the sheriff, and we're proud to represent the department at various functions. It's in the name, it is an honor. We're pretty active in the community, and not just in this county, but around the state, and we've gone to national.
The air unit provides patrol with support region, and we'll do what we need. Search and rescue for the region, allied aid unit.
We are actually crime analyst technicians. We work with deputies and detectives, anything from a simple burglary to complex homicide. We do
I think this is one of the most important.
photography. You need to be actually working.
Verdict homicide, we follow up on anything you're speaking for that victim.
All right, y'all. Do y'all want to keep watching it? I'm kind of getting tired of watching their promo video. You know, if you want to go check out the rest of the promo video, it's on the website. But I'm done with it. And what I want to say is that it's not that I don't think law enforcement and police are necessary. It's the fact that they aren't upholding the Constitution. If they would all just uphold the Constitution, then it would be valid. It would be a reason for them. But they're not upholding the Constitution. Like the first thing they start with is SWAT team, military situations. For the majority of the time, that's not going to be the case. That's not going to be what they're actually dealing with. They're going to be dealing with somebody who was allegedly intoxicated. They pulled up on him and broke his neck. They didn't know how to. All they do is escalate, and they show that right in their promo video. The first thing we're gonna do is escalate. We're gonna start off with SWAT team, kicking doors, bombs, fire. They show you. That's what they coming with. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap up this video, this stream. Catch y'all again a little bit later. But yeah, y'all, this was a tough one, especially the first video we watched and the last video we just watched. This is terrible that we are experiencing this and have experienced this for so long by people who swear on the Bible that they're going to honor their oath and honor the Constitution. And then they get out there and do the exact opposite. All of this SWAT team and, kicking doors and shooting it up, running, gunning, training, riding on a horse, hitting people or hitting bags on while they on top of the horse, swinging a baton. Nobody is talking about the Constitution and what they're actually standing for. Nobody's talking about it. What are the rights of the people? Nobody's talking about the rights of the people. They just training for combat, is crazy. I mean, Jim, they definitely training for martial law. That's SWAT team is straight military. All that is straight military. That's not regular training. That's not for the average issues that you're gonna be dealing with in the city. Come on now. And they start off showing that. They start off showing SWAT team to get people to get psychopaths into that. Like, come on, man. No, man. You know, like I said, there are times where you need that type of force and training, but a lot of times they use it when it's not even necessary. It's not even necessary, but they for a situation, say a situation need a response from 1 to 10. One situation needs a response of a level 2. They come to that level 2 situation on 10. Then if it's a higher, if it's like a level 7 situation, they're coming on level 20. The closer the level of intensity gets to 10, they're gonna take it beyond that. So if it's a 10, they're gonna come with 20. You know, it's like wherever that situation is, they're gonna escalate it times 10. But yeah. So with that being said, hashtag stop muting body cam footage. Y'all pray for Karen. And yeah, I appreciate all y'all for joining me and watching these videos with me. I know it's got to be tough for some of y'all because it's tough for me. I see it in the comment section. But like I said, these videos do affect me and they do trigger certain emotions, and I do feel these videos, and they do take a toll on me. It's not like I'm just watching video, and no, they really do affect me. Like, I think they affect everybody, but sometimes we get desensitized, but I'm not desensitized, so I still feel it. And I know a lot of y'all do too. So after y'all watch these videos and watch these videos with me, I want you to don't just go to sleep after this. Make sure you decompress and release some of this some of the stress and calm yourself down and put something different in your mind before you go to bed. Do not sleep on this. But yeah, so with that being said, y'all do that because it's really important for your mental health. Do not just watch these videos and then go to sleep afterwards, because you want to, whether you got to play a game, whether you got to write, whether you got to read a book, whether you got to put on a positive video of some cats, doing funny stuff or something like that, make sure you do that, because you don't want to end on this type of note. So again, with that being said, y'all be blessed. AWB, I'm out.